here, and today I actually want to talk to you guys about clip-ins. I'm actually going to show you how to make kinky curly clip-ins out of straight hair. I'm using virgin Brazilian hair, and I'm going to turn it into kinky curly hair. I haven't done it yet, but I've just watched this video on how to do it because I know it can be done. Because when I was a little younger, I had a teen Moxie doll.
They were wigs, so they didn't have like implants in hair. She had like this blonde and pink wig that I wanted to be curly. No, but I took like bobby pins and I wrapped it all around through her hair. Dipped her wig in like boiling hot water, and I dried it and I let it sit. And then I took the little bobby pins out and her hair was curly, and that thing is still curly to this day.
That's pretty much how they get like the Brazilian textures, like deep curly, deep wavy, and all that. They basically steam press it. The same thing can be achieved by boiling the hair. I've already started the process. I've finished 2 complete rows. I do think this set is going to turn out better than this set because I use smaller rods. I'm just using what I have, so I'm probably going to have a whole bunch of different textures when I get done. But these I know are going to be the smallest, probably the best. So to do this, what you're going to need is some straight hair. I mean, it can be in bundle form, but I just had some old clip-ins from where my hair was straightened that I used to wear these. So these are blonde clip-ins that I made. So I'm going to revamp mine to kinky curly. The reason why I'm not buying the virgin Brazilian clip-ins, I saw one that could only be dyed darker colors, like dark colors, and I need mine to be blonde. I plan on actually refreshing my blonde color, getting it done again at the salon. Now this is the result of a flat twist out. So I want my clip-ins to match what my flat twist out will look like. So here I'm showing you the different size rods that I'm using. The pink ones are the biggest for me, then the blue ones are smaller, and the red ones are the smallest. So for this, you want something that has some slip. So I'm using this Shea Butter Miracle Curl Styling Custard, but you can use water if you want. So to do this, just grab the rods that you want to use. You just want to section out a piece of the hair and just go ahead and apply your styler or your water. The styler helps it stick better together to me, but you can use anything that you like. So to begin making the hair curly, you just want to start twisting the hair around your finger like you're just twirling it until it gets really, really tight. And then after you get done, just make sure you do that all the way to the end. Getting the hair on the rod was the hardest part for me. I did not do like the woman did in the video, but if I did, it probably would have been a little bit easier. The reason why it was hard for me is because when I cut this hair, I cut it very blunt and the ends are really jagged. So if you do this on hair that has not been cut, you'll be fine and it would probably be really easy for you. So just twist the hair around the rod and close this, but I'm gonna let you know that this will not stay in the water, so you're gonna want to wrap a rubber band, put a bobby pin through it, or if you're like me, use thread to secure it. So just continue doing this to the rest of the hair that you want to change the texture of or make curly, and I will see you in the boiling process. You just want to boil a pot of water. If you're doing a whole bundle, make sure that you have a pretty big pot to boil in. But I'm using just a little this size. Put these in, and then want to at least let it boil for a good hour. If I'm not correct, I put the time on screen. Anyway, you just want to place them in the water, and then I saw a straight piece. So these things had popped off. And I remember in the latest video, she said be sure to wrap them with rubber bands. So I don't have rubber bands at the moment. What you can do is after you complete a roller, go ahead and make sure it's rolled up really tight, and then like pre-make you some long pieces of thread. Like you probably can't see this, but yeah, have a piece of thread. So what I do is I make sure it's really tight and I just wind the thread around the rod, because I don't have rubber bands. And if you have rubber bands, I'm gonna say use rubber bands, but if you don't have rubber bands, you can use thread like I am doing. I finally fixed them, thank the Lord, and they're not falling to pieces this time. But I have them inside the boiler, and it's boiling. I just put some oil in there to keep the hair soft, and I'm just going to show you guys that with the thread it worked a lot better, because even though the water is hot, the rubber bands could still break. But you can see with the thread, all of them are still coiled around. So the thread was a really good idea to me. I don't know why it just hit me like that, But I was just like, I have thread, so stay tuned for results. You saw the footage of the hair in the boiling water. I left it in there, I would say about 2 hours. Not exactly 2 hours, but around 1 hour 45 minutes. The tighter you want your curls to be, leave them in longer. I'm following the instructions in her video, but I just want to show you my results. She did let hers dry 2 to 3 hours before she actually unraveled them. But me being the impatient person that I am, I went ahead and unraveled one. This is what I have, and it's still cooling. I'm gonna let it dry overnight because she also said that if you want your curls to be tighter, then let them dry 100%. I have to cut these little stringy pieces off because they were just really hard to wrap around. But I found a way to do it, and you can see the thread and everything. The thread was not hard to get off. I left the ends kind of long so that way I could be able to pull them. They did not unravel in the water because, you know, rubber bands can break in the water and stuff like that, but I would probably go with the bobby pin or the thread. I made 5 pieces. I have leftover Brazilian hair from previous installs like body wave and everything, so I can make more, bleach and dye more anytime I want, but I'm just showing you these. So I'm just gonna let it sit overnight. Morning. So they aren't quite dry yet, but again, I was impatient, and I like the result of that one. I think they're gonna work well with the way that my twist outs look. Completely done, and you can see I have a little bit longer pieces, but honestly I might just cut that off. But this is what they look like, and the curls are kind of separated, but I don't want to detangle it too much because it can get fuzzy like that one, which is fine. I like it turned out really well. The hair is really soft, really moisturized. Didn't turn out too bad, and this one didn't turn out too bad, but this right here, I'm just probably gonna have to do something with that. Rollers out and everything, and I am happy with the results. I'm going to show you all the pieces that I've done. When it's in my hair, you can't even tell I have cooked them in, but I took them out because I want to show you guys them initially, so I can show you how I put them in. The hair was really shiny, which I know it's because of the oil, but I watch Her Style Yo. It's like synthetic wig sometimes. So what she does is she uses baby powder, which you can use dry shampoo, cornstarch, whatever. But she uses baby powder, and I use baby powder too. And I just, like, you know, poured it on there. Just rub it in. It makes it less shiny. These curls right here are what my hair looks like when I flat twist it. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna match very well. Especially because the top is usually more defined than the bottom. Shorter one, which I probably wear in like the bang area. This one is a really good one to put in the back because it's just super duper tiny and small. So let me show you how I install them.
Baby in time, baby I can get you, baby I can get you, know in my mind, baby in time, baby I can get you, baby I can get you, know in my mind, baby in time, baby I can get you in my ride. my mind. I can't get her out of my mind. I can't get her out of my mind. Can't get her out of my mind. Can't get her out of my mind. I can't get her out of my mind. Baby, I can't get her out of my mind. Baby, I can't get her out of my mind. Baby, I can't get her out of my mind.
So this is the finished result. I just did the same style that I had worn yesterday, but I of course added more hair, and I think it looks really nice. I don't really know what the back looks like, but I added a little bit of water and mousse to smooth it down. I think it blends really well. Tell me what you think down below. It actually looks like my hair, because I always want to wear this style, but my hair is at a really awkward length where I can't really do like the longer styles that look a lot better. I think it's cute, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.